If your FPL team is a mess and you need to transfer out half of your team, it may be time to activate that wildcard. And this is a wildcard draft for FPL Gameweek 9. We've gone for the Flecken in goals, because despite not keeping a single clean sheet... Yeah, why are we even picking him? Alright, let me cook. He's still getting 3 to 4 pointers every game with all the saves he's making, so if and when he does start to keep the clean sheets, which I think he will start doing soon because his fixtures are a lot better, then we could actually see him get some double-digit returns and all of a sudden be the best keeper in the game. I mean, probably not, but I would say he's probably the safest and best at 4.5 right now. Your bench goalkeeper will obviously just be a random 4 million goalkeeper that's just never going to play, so we've gone for Fabianski here just for the vibes. In defence, we've gone for Vardiol as the most expensive defender, as, you know, he's nailed, he's got that goal threat, and he doesn't keep clean sheets, but he keeps you on your toes, right? Every week you're like, you know what, he's giving me a good positive feeling that he's going to keep a clean sheet. He never keeps it, but, you know, if you've got that sense of belief at the start of the week, then, you know, your team just feels better. But now he's got that goal threat. Southampton game, that could be a 12-15 point for him. Yes, get him in. The mid-price defender in here then is Pedro Porro. Again, all of the attacking threat, absolutely no chance of clean sheets, but he's there for the vibes. I think he's also a good price point where, you know, realistically you could drop him down to anybody else, but he's got good longer term fixtures, so that's why we've chucked him in for now. And then the other starting defender every week in this team would probably be an 8 Nori, who has very good fixtures, and obviously he's playing a wing back at Wolves, so all of the attacking potential there. Basically, this defense, all attack, no defense, just vibes. But then you've also got a Colwell and a Van den Berger in there as just any rotation and any of that. If any of your players get injured, suspended, or just randomly miss the games like Saka, boo, then you have these guys for cover. In midfield, we've gone for the Palmer because, you know, he can just score against anyone apart from Liverpool and that game. And some may argue he's actually the #1 asset in the entire game right now because he's literally scored almost the most points for less money than the likes of Haaland and Salah. But if you're wildcarding, yeah, you might as well chuck him in even with these slightly tougher fixtures up next because you're going to want to get him in soon. We've also gone Son in here for another premium mid as, yeah, he's pretty good, you know, and sometimes he gets assists from the most dodgy FPL awarded own goals, whatever, but no, we won't comment on that because I'm not part of the cartel. But again, he has very good fixtures in the short term and long term, but you could use him as a Saka or a Foden spot later on if you wanted to as well. We've also got an Mbeumo in here because, yeah, need I say more? He's been doing absolute bits recently. He's got pens, he's got the fixtures. Keep him in. And then finally, for the midfield, we've got a rotation of Smith Rowe and Rodgers. Smith Rowe has the better immediate fixtures, so you probably would look to start him in every game you can, but also you've got a Morgan Rodgers in here who's definitely good enough to cover in any other game, back up for anybody else, or even just start him over the likes of bloody Solanke if he doesn't start scoring. And then up top, we've got the robot Haaland. Yes, I know, he's blanked 3 times in a row. No, terrible FPL pick, right? But you're not going to wildcard this week without Haaland, with him playing Southampton at home. You just can't. I know some of you out there don't have brain cells, but, you know, at least use one of them to realise that you can't not pick Haaland right now. And then finally, we've got a Solanke who, yeah, hasn't scored in 2, but Spurs are scoring. And, you know, eventually I think goals will come for him because he's just always there. I'm just waiting for the moment to actually happen. And then finally, Chris Wood. Because why not have a bit of Wood? You know, everybody wants a bit of that. And, yeah, spice up your team with it. If you can't afford this full team, because I do realise my team value is a bit more, then you have plenty of other alternatives which doesn't really change the entire team, such as a Vardiol to a Rico Lewis, a Porro to a Van der Ven, or you could even drop one of the Smith Rowe and Rodgers, or even drop Wood down if you really fancy it. If you somehow got more team budget, then hey, you could upgrade somebody like a Flecken to a Raya, somebody like a Wood to a Cunha. You got plenty of other options, but overall, I think this team right here is an absolute sexy Game Week 9 wildcard, and if you haven't used the wildcard yet, maybe this is the time to do it. So that's going to be all. Thanks for watching, and also remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.